Morning everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we're going to be talking about the markets in general. We'll just give an overall kind of market update. Bitcoin price, some of the alts have kind of exploded, which is really good because we've been in a really down period for the last couple of months, I would say. And this is the first bit of respite we've had for a while. Is it going to last? We're going to be looking at the charts, so we'll look at that as well. If you want to kind of stay on, we'll see if it's going to last, or my opinion, if it's going to last or not. So we'll see what happens. So I'm just going to check if we are live or not. Also, if we could do a quick sound check, if you can hear me okay, let me know in the comments, just to let me know you can hear me okay, because I've changed a couple of the settings, because I noticed it was popping a lot on the videos. So I've changed some of the settings so we can get the popping down as well. So if you can let me know in the comments if we're the sound is okay. Right, I think we're live. We are live. Okay, we'll just go over to the chat. Who have we got in? We've got Kyle Allen in house. Welcome to you, Kyle. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Chris Noble, Jacob Hopkins, Gino Dow, Irish and Sketches back with us. Good to see you here. Rob UK, one of our brilliant admins, is in the house. Kim O'Brien, another brilliant admin. Andreas Svanum, good to see you here. I don't think I've seen you here before, but good to see you here. Welcome. Gino Dow, Mitch Dieter is in, JC Stander, CB Norwood, Musa is back with us, Mac Paulin is here as well, Dazza Booth, George Charles, good to see you here. Sound is great, excellent, excellent. Sound is good, Derek Holroyd, much better, excellent. Chad Dan is in the house, Mitch Dieter, sound is good. Ryan Lee Smith, Gordon Doucette is in, Ducette, is it Ducette or Doucette? Martin and Sonia, good to see you here. Liam Hunt is in as well. I'm getting frozen screen, so just refresh. If you're getting a frozen screen, just refresh. I've also changed the ad settings, but it came up with an ad earlier on, so I'm taking off all the ads as well, because I was watching back the videos just to see the quality of the videos, or the HD quality, and I noticed this, I don't want the ads on, so I've taken the ads off all the videos, but it came on the live this morning, but I changed the setting. So I don't know if you've seen an ad this morning as well. You shouldn't have, but when I went on it, I kind of seen one, so I'll change that for all future, so there won't be any ads at all on this channel. And we'll keep it ad free altogether, because it's a pain in the arse just kind of having to watch the ads even for 4 seconds. So I'm turning off the ads, and I think it turns people off if we've got ads on as well. Alex Jug is in the house, Nick Evans, Deb is in the house. Welcome to you, Deb, good to see you here, buddy. Eddie Holland is in as well. Staying in Babb for another 6 months is basically costing you money, since it's like linked to ETH, which is not moving. Same for many other small caps. Thoughts? Well, can I speak about that later on, Eddie? First, we'll go to the market and see what the hell's happening. So, coin market cap, $213 billion is what's been traded at the moment, in and out. So that's good, things are going up. Bitcoin dominance is down slightly to 52.5%. They're getting out of Bitcoin and going into the alts. And Bitcoin itself has went up to 6,504. Now, if we can stay above 6,500 and even go to 6,550 or 6,600, then we're going to squeeze out a lot of the, we spoke about this yesterday, we're going to squeeze out a lot of the shorters in there. The people who are shorting Bitcoin are going to be squeezed out, and there's going to be kind of higher highs, and I think we're going to go to $7,000. I think our kind of next target is really $6,800, then up to 7,000. But we have to be very careful. We've been here before, we've seen it before. It goes up, then we're really disappointed, and it shoots back down again. Then everybody starts talking, oh, it's going to 5,000, it's going to 4,000. So we really need to be careful here as well. So we'll just look at the price of Bitcoin just now. So 6,452, so it's just jumped down. So that's what I was talking about. It just went kind of shot down, 6,421 it's shot down to. We're back up to 6,450. So this is where the shorters, or the bears and the bulls, are kind of fighting each other just now. So that's exactly what I was talking about. We have to be really careful, not get too exuberant, not get too overexcited. And you can see Bitcoin crossed over at round about the 6,300 mark, and it's still in play at the moment. If you're looking at the crossover, which is good. So it's still in play just now, but we have to be really, really careful. And whenever you're going into an alt, for example, check the Bitcoin price. The alts are really following the Bitcoin price very, very closely. So check the Bitcoin price before you kind of invest in an alt or start trading the alts as well. So a lot of people are exuberant just now. And we'll just have a look at Binance. PundiX up to 29. I got out to PundiX at 22 Satoshi. So should have stayed in it? No, because what I've done is I got out PundiX at 22 and taken the 0.98 Bitcoin and started trading on BitMEX, and we've now got that up to 1.6 Bitcoin trading on BitMEX. So that's good. So if I'd stayed in PundiX and got out at 28, 29 or 30 even, I would have had 1.5 Bitcoin. So I made the right decision there, but the point was to get as much Bitcoin as possible and put some of it back into PundiX. So I'm not too late. It's coming back down just now, 28. But if you stayed in PundiX and got out 30, 31, well done. We always knew that was going to rise at some point. We just didn't know when, and it was really frustrating for PundiX. But it's done really well. It's done fantastic. It's coming back down a wee bit again, in line with the market. Again, it's following the Bitcoin price. That's what's happening just now. It's following Bitcoin. VET. We spoke about that yesterday as well. That kind of jumped up to 257. Crossover at 171. There's various points in the crossover. If you checked on the hour chart, you see you could have gone at 121 or something. Yeah, 126. Or even lower than that. Round about 100 mark. If you've gone at the 100 mark, you've made 150% gain if you've gone at that mark. So VET we always knew was going to be a good one. And again, that was just about when it was going to go up, not if it was going to go up. XVG had a good run up as well. A lot of people don't like XVG, but if you're using it as a trading coin, then it was a good one to get into. 174. It's kind of gone up to 238 to its highest peak as well. Key back down to 105. But again, that was at 67, so you could have almost doubled your money there as well, 100%. So just be really careful getting into the alts just now. Look at the Bitcoin price first of all. You have to look at the Bitcoin price first of all before you go into any. So where are we just now with Bitcoin? On the 1 hour chart, it's crossed over already. So there's been a couple of crossover points. But 6457, we need it to be above 6,500, preferably up to 6,600 to squeeze those shorts out, and everybody is going from a short to a long. So I showed you this yesterday. We'll just look at this again. And this is the number of people who are long on Bitcoin. When you're talking about the futures. Not pain in the arse, this. Okay, so this is a shorts. Sorry, this is the longs. So it's gone up from about 24,000 a couple of days ago, and it's gone up to about 26,500 that are long, and the shorts have come right down. I'm not sure this again. The shorts have come right down to about 30,000, and that was at its peak about 36,000 were long. So it's coming down for the shorts and it's going up for the longs. So it's looking good, although there's just been a slight pullback just now. Hopefully it's not going to dump on us, because we've been here over the last couple of months. We've seen it going up and then it's come right back down and we're going, oh, holy shit, here we go again. But it's looking good at the moment. So we're getting higher highs and kind of higher lows as well, which is good. So where do we go? We need to break that 6,500. We have to break that if we're looking for any kind of momentum with Bitcoin price. So if we can break that and stay above that, then our next target is 6,600, then 6,800, and then on to the 7,000 that we were talking about here as well. So this is kind of trading in a channel just now, and we don't want it to go obviously to 5,800 again, and want it to meet this kind of target and break 7,800 eventually. However, is that going to happen quite quickly? I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen quickly. But we're seeing a definite trend here starting to form. And this is from the 14th of August. and if we can stay within that trend line, so if we can bounce off the trend line, that's good, that's okay. We don't need to worry about it going, but if it breaks that trend line, that's when we start going, okay, we need to re-look at it and look what we're doing. But me personally, I think it's going to go up within the next week or two to 7,000. There's more momentum there, there's more kind of positivity there in the markets just now. But as I said, we've been here before, and we just have to be really careful. So it's up to 6,474 at the moment. Okay, we'll just go back to chat, see who else is in. Stephen King is in, welcome to you. Kim O'Brien, no ads today, excellent. So I've taken the ads off. So I'll keep all the videos ad free, even if you're going to watch a replay as well. All the videos are going to be ad free, and all the future live videos will be ad free as well. Because the way I make money with this channel is if people join the premium group. The premium group been really slow of late, but we'll get back to kind of normal again. We don't want to call too much in a market like this because it is so choppy, it's so volatile just now, and it could be 1 minute you're making a call and then you think that these are going to go up, but then Bitcoin just drops, the arse falls out of Bitcoin, it drops $200-300, and then all the alts come back down as well. So we'll have to be really careful and look at that as well. Where was I? Marcus Jafari is in the house. Honest Crypto Journey, good to see you from Edinburgh. Mac Pollen, what to do? I get NPX at 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and I keep. You can keep it if you believe in the team, if you believe in the tech, if you believe in the project, then you might want to keep it, but it's always good to take profits. Like if you sold out some of them at 30 Satoshi when it was up to 30, 31, that would be a good idea to do that. And then you could buy back in at 28, 27, 28. So it's up to yourself what you do, but there's going to be ups and downs. If you're not bothered about the ups and downs, keep long term, just store it in a cold wallet and just keep it. Just keep it for 6 months, a year, and just do it that way. So what you're thinking about doing, MacPawn, is kind of trading it. You don't want to do that if you really want to make long-term money. I think it's near a rock bottom price just now, and I think it is a really good company. So PundiX, I think, is a great one for the long term. Irish and Sketchy, ONG, social shot up 205%. So we never checked that actually. So we'll just check the kind of winners and losers. Cortex 51%, VeChain 50%, Ontology 38%, Walton Chain 34%, PundiX 32%, but it has been higher than that. Who's the losers? I think there's only a couple. 10x again down, and PivX is down, and Dropel is down as well. That's 3% of the top 100 are down. Ethereum Classic just gone down a wee bit as well. So most alts are in the green just now because of the Bitcoin price. Obviously this is dollar value we're looking at. When Bitcoin goes up $100, $200, $300, you'll see all the alts going up because of the dollar price. So what you're really looking to do is look at the Satoshi value. So look at the Satoshi value, and we can change that to Bitcoin and you'll see exactly what I mean. So if we look at just the Bitcoin price, the Satoshi value, there's about 10% in the red. And who's tops? Cortex 48% up Satoshi value, VeChain 47%, Ontology 35%. So that's what we're looking for. We want the Satoshi value to go up and not look at the dollar value. I'll just go to the next 100 and see who's up there. Sophia TX, Tata 2. I hear more about them. I've never looked into them. Scry.info, All Sports, and these are the Satoshi value. No, that's not. That's a USD value. Right, there we go. That's better. So Cortex up, TrueChain, Factum, Polymath, Loom Network, Ethos, DeepBrain Chain. They're all up in Satoshi value as well. So that's what you're looking for. Remember, the end goal here is to accumulate as much Bitcoin as you can for the upcoming $50,000 price. So that's what we're looking to do. There's Bitcoin just now, 6461. As long as it stays on that trend line, we should be okay. But ideally, we'd love it to be over and stay over 6,500. That's ideally what we're looking for here. So the bulls and the bears are fighting just now. The bulls are winning just marginally. but it's on a kind of knife edge just now as well. Bernard Royald is in the house. Welcome to you, Bernard. Good to see you here. Gene, what's up, folks? What did I miss? See ETC onto Coinbase mobile phone app. Yeah, ETC. What's ETC doing? Ethereum Classic. $13.83. So undervalued, I believe. $45 at its peak. $13. So still 4 times from here to get to its all-time high. I think Ethereum Classic is going to do really well. I think it is going to do really well. Just want to take another look at CoinMarketCap, see where the big ones are. Ethereum's up to $301, and you could have got that for about $240, $250. XRP is going up as well. There's more and more news about XRP coming out all the time. Bitcoin Cash is up slightly. EOS kind of took a big dump yesterday and then came back up. So we'll just take a look at EOS just now, because that did... I noticed that. I'll just look at 7 days. Yeah, so it was up to $5.17, took a big dump to about $4.31 before coming back up. So, but if we look at its all-time high for EOS, kind of slightly different together, 21.46. So 5 times where it is from here. I keep will be difficult to get it so cheap. I think so. I think so. It's good if you're long term, and when I'm saying long term, I don't mean a couple of weeks, talking about maybe 6 months or something, because they're really doing good things. PundiX, ONG, that was it. ONG, was going to check ONG social. 55%, saying here. Ah, right, shot up. So it looks like a pump and dump actually. That's only 1 day. What's the volume on it? It's only 65,000, so it looks like a pump and dump there, to be honest, but if it has shot up, that's good, and it's only ranked 855. Kyle Allen, what have you been doing on BitMEX to make more BTC? I've just been leverage trading and trading on the 15-minute chart on BitMEX. See where BitMEX is just now. We'll just have a look at BitMEX. Have I got it up? Oh, there it is. So 6467. I'm not logged into this one. So the bears are starting to come in. You can see 4 million against 1 million there. So basically I've been trading on the 15 minute. So when it crosses over on the 15-minute chart, then I'll get in a position. But I've been leveraging it 25x. So I've been putting 1 Bitcoin in now. I was putting in half a Bitcoin and leveraging 25x, but now I'm up to 1 Bitcoin and leveraging 25x. Much more dangerous, and I could be wiped out kind of any time, and I could just get liquidated. But I'm confident it's going to go up to eventually $7,000. So I'm in the market just now, and I got out with a profit of 0.4 this morning and went back in. And I thought if it crosses over 6,500, we're going to go up to 6,600. So I got in at 6,508, and I'm still in that position just now. So kind of looking back, it might not have been the best time to get in. I should have got in at down 6,430 or something. So, but I'm still in play just now, but could get wiped out really anytime. That's the danger of being on BitMEX and leverage trading as well. But we'll see. I'm quite confident it's going to go up to 7,000 eventually. Hopefully I don't get liquidated before it does. So I'll just stay in it. I should have kind of walked away from that trade, but I was quite confident that it was going to go up to 6,600. And I still am, to be honest, unless this line crosses down on a 15-minute chart, unless it crosses down over here. And it's not so far. So the kind of bulls and the bears are fighting just now. So that's what I'm doing just now, Kyle, to bring my position up. John Warburton, morning to you. Rain is in. Good morning to you as well. Abdul Al-Ghadi is in as well. Crypto Chit. Good morning, everyone. It's 2:45 AM here, and happy to open my eyes and see green. Yeah, it's a good day for the alts, good day for the market as a whole. But as I said, we have to be really careful. We've been here before, and we don't want to get suckered in to buying alts as they're going up. the all-time or the recent highs. Zalika, any good long term? Zalika, yeah, definitely. So where is Zil just now? Just have a look at Zil. Oh, that's on PundiX. We want it on Binance. Yeah, Zalika's done well over the last couple of days. It's gone up 33% over the last few days this week. So yeah, I still think for the long term, I think that's a good one for the long term. If you look where it has been before, we'll just come out and look at the bigger picture. So we're kind of near the lows for the alts. We're near the all-time lows for all the alts, to be honest. So if we do get a Bitcoin run up, a good run up, and it's stable above $7,000, then on up to $8,000, we could do really well. But we have to be really careful, as I said. But Zalika definitely, yeah, I think that's a good one for the long term. Gino Dow, hi Steve, I brought 2.5 million of Banca. They had gone live with AI coin platform, and Banca stopped trading on Fcoin, voluntarily delisting, and now have a real use token, and they're in talks with CNN. So Banca, I thought you were talking about Bank earlier. So how are they doing? So I've not looked into this recently. So it was 0.4% and 55 million market cap, 7 million market cap just now, so 8x from here. That's good to know if we want to check that, if anybody wants to check that out. Rain, sold my TRX and went into VET 2 days ago just by luck. What do you think, Stephen? Big retrace coming? Again, it depends on that Bitcoin price, Rain. I think I would take profits here with VET. I would definitely take profits, just see where VET is just now. VT, Bitcoin. Yes, you're at 219 just now. This is on the daily chart. We'll just look on the hourly chart. So you got in 2 days ago, and that was the 16th, so maybe you got in 14th of August, around about 114. If you got in at 114, I would look at taking some of the profits. Just now, I'd definitely look at taking some of the profits and seeing where it goes, and if it goes up further, if Bitcoin goes up further and we're stable above 6,500 or 6,600, then it might be good to get back in again. But obviously do your own research, put big girl pants on, big boy pants on. What are your thoughts on XRP? Do you hold any? They seem to be getting ready to take over the world. See, and if you look at CryptoPanic, look at CryptoPanic just now, and we'll just kind of refresh that, and we'll see what's hot just now. And you can see on CryptoPanic, XRapid brings on 3 new exchange partners. Ripple, Binance CEO meets with Ripple as well. This is not me searching for Ripple, this is just the top ones. Ripple collaborates with Cargos. They just seem to be ready to take off any minute. But I thought that over the last couple of days, I thought that this is going to explode. And I got into Ripple and I got back out when Bitcoin was coming back down, and I didn't get back into it. But I just think Ripple are about to explode. With all the news that's coming out just now, all the hot news in CryptoPanic is about Ripple. And it's all different stories about Ripple as well. So it could be ready to take off. I'm just going to see where it is on BitMEX actually. So back up to 6475, Ripple 4811, so 4,800. Satoshi, you can see, is a big jump here from 4,600. So if I'd stayed in that, I could have done really well, but because of the Bitcoin price coming down. So yeah, I think it's just ready to explode. It's kind of doing that just now. It's just taking off just now. Where's this high? 4,800. We'll just look at XRP on the charts as well. XRP, BTC, and we'll get the Binance price. Yeah, it's just starting to take off. But if you look again, look at the bigger picture. Look where it's been. It's been up to 18,000 Satoshi. Obviously that was back in January, February time. But even if you get up to kind of another resistance level at 10,000, we could see it doubling from here. I just think it's going to take off and starting to do that just now. I've been saying it for a while about Ripple. Even if you don't like it, they're doing a lot of big things in the crypto space. So I think they could be ready to take off, but we just have to, we want a stable Bitcoin. But its lows were around about 4,000. And the last time it was there, it's December. So this could be the start of something, but again, we've been here before, so I don't want to kind of call that prematurely. Honest Crypto Journey, when you say when the 7 crosses over on BitMEX, do you wait for the candle to close, then trade, or do you wait for the confirmation candle to close above? It depends. If there's a big, large spike, I'll wait on it coming back, because I know the next candle is going to be kind of green as well. So if there's a big, huge spike on kind of BitMEX, usually waiting it coming back because the shorts start to go in again. You see it coming back down, and then you might get in there if you're still bullish on it as well. So usually it's on the 15-minute chart. Usually you don't get the big, huge spikes. Sometimes you do, obviously, but it's usually kind of slow progression to crossover. So I usually wait on the crossover and then wait on the confirmation kind of candle and then crossing over. And we'll just look at BitMEX just now and show you kind of what I mean here. So this is on the 15-minute chart, and we'll look at Bitcoin. So we can see here this was a slow progression up. Is up to 6,322. So I bought in at 6,386. The first trade yesterday I done, and I got out at 6,502 when we kind of peaked here and it came back down. And then silly, I got in at 6,508 after that because I just thought it was going to go above 6,000 to 6,600 because the 15-minute play was still in. It's still in play just now, and it still is in play at the moment. So it's difficult. The difficult thing is to, when it's in play already, and it has been in play since 6,320, when do you go in, or should you go in? And you don't know if you're going to miss a big rise to 6,600 or not. But that's a difficult situation. When you catch this, when you catch the crossover, and that's a brilliant time. So you're waiting the trade coming to you, i.e. this one. I just waited on this coming, and I got in. And it just got in at the kind of right time because I waited on the trade instead of going to the trade. So I think it's still going to rise, but with BitMEX you can see it all the time. There's whales in there. It's unbelievable the amount of whales in there on BitMEX. And if you've got 10 Bitcoin and you're trading 100x, you're talking about you're trading with 1,000 Bitcoin just now. So I'm trading at the moment with 30 Bitcoin because of the leverage. And that's scary enough, but you've got these whales in there that are trading with 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 Bitcoin, and they're really controlling the markets. That's who's really controlling the markets just now. But it looks as if there's more whales on the long side than the short side at the moment. But it could turn on a dime. You can see here yesterday, or on the 16th of August. That was yesterday. It was up at 6,400, dropped to 6,215. So $200 in the space of 15-20 minutes. It was, well, it wasn't. It was about an hour. Within the space of an hour, just dropped and then started rising again. So it's good to wait on the kind of big rises. If it kind of shoots up to 6,600, you know the shorts are going to come in. A lot of shorts are going to get liquidated, but you know the shorts are going to come back in. You can either get in on a short, or you're just waiting it kind of coming down and then going back up. So that's when you might get in on the action there as well. I hope that helps, Cal. Louise Gillespie is in. Good morning. Where is the best place to learn BitMEX trading? Probably YouTube. Vin Ferretti has got some trading videos on BitMEX, but YouTube is probably the best place to get it. Louise, I don't think you're in the premium group. We had a video, I put a video up there for the premium members of the group as well about BitMEX, just a very basic one, just about how to buy and sell. It wasn't about stop losses or anything like that. It was just a very basic one. But I would check YouTube and check Vin Ferretti's channel as well. I think he's got a couple of videos on BitMEX as well. Than H, I hope it's not a dead cat bounce, Steve. it doesn't feel like a dead cat bounce. So I know exactly what you mean, but it doesn't feel like a dead cat bounce this time. So we'll look at XBT USD. Look at that, take that off. So this is on the daily. So we've got 3 days in a row, whereas we've got the green candles. So dead cat bounces don't usually last that long, to be honest. I'm just hoping it's not a dead cat bounce as well, but you never know with this market. You just have to be extremely careful. I say that because I've been trading on BitMEX, and you're so into it, and you just see the dangers of trading when you're trading on a site like BitMEX as well. Because you can see this rise up from here, the 14th of July is 6,200 all the way up to 8,400. And then you think, okay, we're going up to 10,000, we're going up to 12,000, this is it, this is a big run up. And then suddenly it just drops all the way back down and you get 100% retrace. That's why I'm saying we'll have to be really, really careful. But it's looking okay at the moment. If we're going kind of shorter term on the daily, we're still in a bear market. Don't get me wrong, we are still in a bear market just now. You have to remember that. We're still very much in a bear market, and still until we can get up to past 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, then we can say, okay, this is it, we're in a bull market. But we're definitely in a bear market just now. So just be really, really careful. Kyle Allen Vinferetti posted this comment in his free Telegram group along with a picture of the high gainers today. By the way, I'm very disappointed with these gains. This is what an unhealthy market looks like. Might look good for today, but not good for the long term potential reversal. I've seen that on his kind of Telegram channel. So he was looking at, I'll just show you, if I can show you here. So look at Vin. So Vinferetti posted this. So they were talking about the gains on Ontology, VET, NAS, PPT, Poly. He was talking about all the gains. So he was saying really this looks really good on paper, but that's just for one day. You've got to remember that all the alts went down 90% before that, before getting up to these. So if a coin goes down, say from $1 to 10 cents, it's lost 90% there. But if you gain 90% from there, basically what you're doing is you're going up to 19 cents. So you have to remember that. If we go down from $1 to 10 cents, that's a 90% drop. But a lot of people think, okay, if it goes up 90%, we're back up to $1, but it's not that. It has to go up 900% to get back up to that $1. So that's why these look really good on the day, but it's not necessarily good kind of on paper, because we might have lost 90% before that. So a 52% rise in VET, if it's dropped, or Ontology, if it's dropped already 90%, it's not that much in the grand scheme of things. So we'll have to be really careful of that and just think about that as well. So a lot of us, me included, have been holding alts since January, February, which is the wrong thing to do. We know that now as traders. We totally know that now. It's not the right thing to do. You should kind of take profit when you can and then get back in if it still looks good. But $1 to 10 cents, 90% loss, 10 cents up to 20 cents, 100% gain. And you think, oh, it's only up to 20 cents, but it's still down 80% your original. So be careful of that, and that's what Vin was saying here. So he's saying, by the way, I'm very disappointed with these gains. This is what an unhealthy market looks like. It might look good for today, but not good for the long term, and potential reversal, not good. So that's what he's saying. So just be really careful, and that's exactly what we're saying here as well. Musa, Louise, you can watch YouTube videos. Also, there's a testnet version of BitMEX where you can practice your trades. Yes, exactly, Musa. So that was good. They told kind of Louise about that. That was good. BTC has to go up again. If it doesn't, nobody will invest on it anymore. So only very rich people will go for it. Is it the reason why BTC down since 2018? No, I think it's been manipulated. I really do think it's been manipulated. All those kind of whales out there are really manipulating it just now, and obviously the investors want in kind of lower prices as well. I still think we're on for $40,000-$50,000 Bitcoin. Whether that's going to be this year or not, I don't know. But there's just so much kind of positive news coming out about Bitcoin and kind of the investors. The ETF is going to just explode the market. I don't think the ETF is going to happen this year, but I think it will happen beginning of next year possibly, and then that's just going to explode. Bitcoin is going to explode, but it's the Bitcoin price is going to explode. The dollar value of your alts might go up, but maybe not necessarily the Satoshi value. Mervyn Skidmore, is a probable Pundi pump price prediction possible perhaps? I don't know about PundiX just now. Where is PundiX just now? We'll just go back to kind of what's rising. That's on the daily chart. I'll just look on the... So down to 29. We'll just look at Binance just now. I thought HOT would have went up actually as well, but it's not, so that might be a good opportunity. So it's back up to 29.30 Satoshi. Might come down to 28.29 again. I need to wait and see. But just looking at the order books, so I'll look at the order books as well. Although that doesn't tell you too much, it gives you an indication of what the kind of sentiment is. So it looks as if the current sentiment is going to go back down to 28.29. So if you can think about getting in, I would wait on that crossing over to 28.29 Satoshi and then maybe get in and put your order in for 28. So again, it just all depends on this Bitcoin price. It really does depend on the Bitcoin price because it's so up and down just now. 6483. We need to break that 6,000. I'd say 6,550 to squeeze out the shorts and go higher from here. So just keep a close eye on the Bitcoin price. There's a couple of news stories as well. I thought this was quite interesting. Binance CEO CZ and Ripple have kind of met. He kind of posted, he tweeted a post there as well. That was Michael Arrington that kind of posted it. So this is for, again, this is for Ripple and Binance kind of meeting. So it's just more news about Ripple and exactly what I'm talking about as well. South Korea, thought this was really good. South Korea crypto industry more optimistic than ever despite bear market. So what they're really saying here is South Korea kind of been leading the way for a while anyway, but the government are actually looking for more kind of regulation, but they're very kind of bullish on it and to get that regulation into the markets. So South Korea seems to be kind of leading the way with this. So since early February, the crypto market has endured the third worst correction in its history, experiencing a 78% decline in price. Despite the bear market, the cryptocurrency industry of South Korea has seen significant progress pertaining to regulation and adoption. So as countries like this, we're going to have to look to, it's not going to be in the US, it's not going to be in Europe, as countries like kind of the Asian countries like South Korea, that we're going to have to look to see what they're doing with the regulation and to see how it's been adopted as well, because it's adopted much more over there. They've got many more ATMs, shops are adopting it as well. So that's the people we kind of have to look at, or that's the markets we have to look at for kind of, because the US want the money, the US want to regulate it for the money. I think South Korea obviously want to regulate it for its people, and that's why they're doing it. So there's different reasons for doing it. In the US, I think it's the government want to control it in some way. And South Korea, I think the government want it for the people. But don't get me wrong, obviously the government want it for the money as well. So we have to look towards the Asian countries like this as well. So that's good news as well. I'll post all the links for these for you as well. This is really interesting as well. So there's still no Bitcoin ETF, but US investors just got a consolation prize. This is from ccn.com. And these are talking about ETNs. So an ETF, we're all waiting on the ETF coming out. So what's going to happen when an ETF comes out? The big institutional investors are going to get in because it's backed, it's insured and everything else, which is brilliant. That's what we need. We need that regulation in place. So an ETN is an exchange traded note. So it's different from an ETF, but you can still have an ETN and you can trade it and it's still kind of backed slightly as well. So I'll post a link to what's the difference between an ETF and an ETN. I'll post a link for you so you kind of know the difference, but it's an exchange traded note. So Bloomberg reports that Bitcoin Tracker 1, an exchange traded note ETN that has been listed on the Nasdaq Stockholm since 2015, can now be traded in US brokerage accounts under ticker symbol CXBTF. So it's now been exchanged or traded in US brokerage accounts. So this is about trading it as well. But it's an exchange note or an exchange traded note. So with an ETF, they hold the Bitcoins. They actually hold the Bitcoins that people are trading in. So they hold them, they're insurance backed, they've got everything there regulation wise. ETNs are different, they don't actually hold, it's like a bond almost. So you can trade an ETN for a future value, and sometimes you might be able to hold an ETN for years before you have to kind of cash it in. So that's good news. That's really good news for Bitcoin. So an ETN could be the precursor to an ETF. So I'll post a link for that because this is really interesting as well. I've got the link for you. Yeah, ETF or ETN. So Stellar Lumens XLM likely to moon in early September. This is just from Crypto Daily. So talking about Stellar Lumens and looking at the charts in that as well, and I think that's kind of likely to rise as well for early September. So we'll just look at XLM just now. And we'll go to XLM BTC. I want the Binance one. So it's starting to rise just now. So they're saying for September that this is going to really kind of come up. We'll look at the daily chart just to see again context where it is just now. So Stellar Lumens has not done that bad compared to all the other alts back in December. So back in December it was 1500 Satoshi. Yeah, that's right, 1500 Satoshi, and it's now 3463 Satoshi. Kind of resistance of about 4100 and then 4885, and it's kind of all-time high of around about 6000 Satoshi for Stellar Lumens. So this is just an article from Crypto Daily, and they're talking about the chart. So if you're into charting, this might be a good one to look at. This next article, Korea's largest cities want to become crypto capitals, market optimistic. So this is again about Korea and how they're kind of leading the way, and it says following the release of a new regulatory framework for crypto businesses and blockchain projects, major cities in South Korea have started to build regional policies to fuel the growth of cryptocurrency related companies. See, they really are forward thinking. Korea, I really do believe that, and I think we have to look to them to see what we can do over in our countries, UK, US, Europe, etc. Because I think we are, as usual, way behind compared to the likes of Korea. US investors can now buy Bitcoin through their retirement and brokerage accounts. So this is talking about the ETNs again, so it gives another news story about the ETN. And I just think this is really good for Bitcoin. And part of the reason why it might be kind of jumping up a wee bit. A big win for Bitcoin. US investors tired of waiting for Bitcoin ETF now have easy access to something almost as good. Almost. It's not quite security backed as an ETF, but they're talking about the ETN again. So definitely check that out, because an ETN could be good for Bitcoin and crypto space as a whole as well. But it's slow. It's like a slow release. People are starting to cotton onto it. King Ebo Crypto is in the house. It's good to see you, another one of our brilliant admins. Have a good day, folks. Musa, thank you, Steve. Since I've been following you, have learned a lot, still learning. Excellent, Musa. Excellent, thank you very much. And I know you're giving back as well, and this is what it's all about. The more you learn, the more you can teach other people as well. So you kind of put it on down the line as well, and more people get into crypto and you can teach them as well. Kyle Allen, I won't be making the same mistake again. When the next bull run comes, I'll be looking to take profit from my alts. I'm down on them all at the moment, so just need to set my hands. I think that's all we can do just now. But the lesson there, Kyle, and same for me as well, I'm exactly the same position, that we've learned a lot. That we've learned a lot since the last bull market. And we were all really exuberant in January, February, and really all kind of happy about it. We think it's going to go up, it's going to go up. And we realise it's kind of gone down 90% from here. So we take the profits on the way up as well, and that's what we want to do, and accumulate the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to be the big thing. Bitcoin is going to be the thing all the institutional investors want, so accumulate that Bitcoin as well. JC Standard on BitMEX, I immediately put a stop loss very close to my entry point. not to be liquidated, or I buy in double as the price goes lower to also lower the liquidation price. Many strategies, there's loads of strategies out there, JC, on BitMEX. It's good to put a stop loss in. You don't pay as much. If you get liquidated, you pay a wee bit more, so it's good to put a stop loss in as well. I usually get out before the stop loss, or before the liquidation price. I don't wait until liquidating. I've been liquidated once, I think, on BitMEX so far, but you pay more if you kind of get liquidated. Kyle Allen, I've learned so much joining the premium group, worth every penny. Thanks for all your hard work, guys. Thank you, Kyle. You've been an integral part of the group as well. It's great to have your banter in there. Ace has joined us, Mervyn Skidmore. Anyone having issues with the charts on Binance? Advanced view, original and depth. Trading view is okay. Trading view. Alright, I'm not logged in. Ace, only if I would either hodl or keep buying dips in the bearish market. We're in a bearish market just now, but at some point it's going to turn around. Some point it is going to turn around. We're not going to be in a bearish market forever. We could be for the next 6 months, a year or something, but it will turn around. So this is why it's good trading in a bear market. I think that's it for the moment. I don't think I've anything else to show you. We'll just have a look at a few of the charts just now, see where XBT is. 6465 just now. Look at the hourly chart. So we're coming down a wee bit just now on the hourly. 6465 at the moment. And where's BitMEX? What's the kind of trading like on that? So 3 million, 2 million. This is just a snapshot of the kind of trades that are going in. So the bulls and bears are kind of still fighting just now. We can see here big 6454, 10 million, 20 million. So they're putting up a buy wall just now, and this is why it's so manipulated on BitMEX. So it could be a fake buy wall, but they're putting up a buy wall just now, so it looks as if the price is going to go up by $20 or $30 in the next couple of minutes. So there's a 20 million contract buy wall, and there's a 1.7 million buy wall just now, and a sell wall of 1 million, 1.2 million. So they're still fighting it out just now. This is the kind of whales, but it looks as if it's going to go up another $10, $20. And we'll probably see this buy wall getting pulled as well. We can see that here. So this is the kind of trading just now, and this buy wall here will probably get pulled at some point. I'm just waiting on it going up to see if it gets pulled. Might be a fake one. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the next 5-10 minutes. Yeah, it's been pulled. So that was a fake buy wall. This is why it's manipulated. It's manipulated on BitMEX. There was a fake buy wall there. They pulled out the buy wall before, so it looks as if it was going to go up, but suddenly it just shoots down. So it's kind of crazy. It's a crazy market, and we have no control over it whatsoever. So we'll have to be really careful. James Bowen, new to your channel. Appreciate the knowledge share. Oh, thanks, James. Good to have you here, buddy. Dave Smith is in the house as well. Ace, trading, meaning shorting, is the only way to make real money in a bearish market, not longing. No, I wouldn't agree with that, Ace. I wouldn't agree with that. I think you can make a lot of money going long as well, as long as it's not for long term. But you can make money shorting and going long as well. I believe that's my opinion. Chris Noble, everyone should join the premium group. Best thing I've done in crypto since I started in December. I've learned so much, and all the members are fantastic. Chris, thanks for that. I really appreciate that. And the members are brilliant. The members are what make the premium group. So if you want to join us in the premium group, there's a link down below, and you can join us over there in the premium group. We've not been doing a lot of kind of calls because of the volatility in the market just now, but we will get back to that. We will get back to making the calls as well. But we've kind of taught you how to trade anyway, and exactly what we're looking for when we're trading. So all the premium members know exactly what they're looking for now as well. Okay, I'm going to leave it there and bid you a good day and a brilliant weekend as well. I won't be here over the weekend, but happy trading, everyone, and I hope everything goes well for you, and have a brilliant weekend whatever you're doing. And until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.